Hello everyone, Luxury Leaks here. I am finally back for today's video because for the past 3 weeks, my outside life has really been busy for me. The usual 2-week schedule was all normal after my last analysis, but I had to take another week off from working on videos because my family and I had been moving out to a new house. And now today, it's almost been a week since we've officially moved and I had been adjusting to the new house really well. So overall, I'm now finally back to create more analysis videos again. Now that we've got that out of the way, today we'll be analyzing There's Something Wrong with Her Roommate. We'll be investigating what was going on at the house, and why was the victim suddenly gone later throughout the episode. But before I start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, with post notifications, so you won't miss out news on Life of Luxury and Luxury Dark, such as news, analysis, leaks, theories, etc. Anyways, here we go. And There's Something Wrong with Her Roommate. Parker and Chester receive an email from a 19-year-old girl named Mariah, who explains that something strange has happened inside her home. According to Mariah, her parents suddenly packed up their belongings and disappeared without warning. Almost immediately afterward, a strange man moved into the house and began referring to himself as her roommate. Whenever Mariah asks where her parents went, he refuses to answer and instead acts as if nothing unusual has happened. When Parker and Chester arrive at the house, they quickly notice that something feels wrong. The roommate behaves awkwardly and avoids answering simple questions. Mariah explains that he spends most of his time in his room and constantly tries convincing her to come inside. Even stranger, he has covered large portions of the house with white sheets, making the home feel abandoned despite someone clearly living there. As the investigation continues, Parker and Chester begin noticing disturbing details throughout the house. The roommate becomes increasingly aggressive, repeatedly attempting to feed Mariah food she doesn't want. At one point, he is seen collecting her personal belongings from the trash and displaying obsessive behavior toward her. During their overnight investigation, the situation becomes even more dangerous as strange noises begin coming from the roommate's room. Later in the night, Parker and Chester hear what sounds like Mariah calling for help. Believing she may be trapped, they rush to investigate. However, they discover that the cries were part of an elaborate trap. Inside the room, they find a mannequin set up with a wig and a message reading "Tricked You," showing that the roommate anticipated their investigation and planned the deception ahead of time. The episode reaches its climax when Parker and Chester attempt to locate Mariah, only to realize she has completely vanished. Despite searching the property and escaping the house, they never find her. The episode ends with them contacting authorities, while Mariah's whereabouts remain completely unknown, making this one of the few Life of Luxury episodes where the victim is never successfully rescued. One of the first details that stands out is the sudden disappearance of Mariah's parents. According to Mariah, they packed up and left overnight, yet they left their daughter behind with a complete stranger. This explanation immediately raises questions because it doesn't make sense for caring parents to disappear without contacting their child. The roommate's refusal to discuss them only makes the situation more suspicious. Another strange detail is the furniture covered with white sheets throughout the house. At first glance, this may seem like decoration, but it creates an abandoned atmosphere and could potentially be hiding evidence, stains, damage, or signs of previous victims. The episode never explains why the furniture was covered, making it one of the most overlooked clues. The roommate's obsession with food is also worth noting. Throughout the episode, he repeatedly attempts to feed Mariah despite her lack of interest. Whenever she refuses, he becomes noticeably upset. This behavior becomes even more unsettling when Parker later discovers food contaminated with maggots, suggesting that the roommate's intentions may be far more sinister than simple hospitality. The mannequin trap is another major clue. Many viewers focus on the scare itself, but the setup reveals something important about the roommate's intelligence. He had enough time to prepare the mannequin, dress it, place a wig on it, and create a fake distress scenario. This wasn't a spontaneous decision, it was a carefully planned trap designed specifically for Parker and Chester. The strongest theory is that the roommate was directly involved in the disappearance of Mariah's parents. The timeline is simply too suspicious. Her parents disappear overnight, and almost immediately a stranger moves into the house and begins acting as if he belongs there. Instead of providing answers, he avoids every question regarding their whereabouts. His behavior suggests he knows exactly what happened and may have been responsible from the beginning. Another possibility is that Mariah never escaped the roommate's control. Throughout the episode, He constantly attempts to isolate her from everyone else. The fake cries for help, the mannequin trap, and the planned distractions all suggest that while Parker and Chester were investigating one area of the house, the roommate may have been moving Mariah somewhere else. By the time they realized what was happening, she had already disappeared. One overlooked possibility is that Mariah's parents were never missing at all. They may have already become victims before the episode began. The human teeth, mannequin parts, and unexplained evidence found around the house suggest a history of violence. If the roommate had done this before, then Mariah's parents may have been his first targets, leaving Mariah as the next person he intended to isolate. Overall, there's something wrong with her roommate. Stands out as one of the most mysterious episodes in Life of Luxury because it never provides a clear explanation for what happened. Unlike many episodes that end with Parker and Chester rescuing the victim, this one leaves viewers with almost no answers. Mariah disappears, her parents remain missing, and the roommate's true identity is never revealed. Even years after its release, the episode remains one of the darkest unresolved mysteries in Life of Luxury. We never learn who the roommate truly was, where Mariah went, or what happened to her parents. Those unanswered questions are exactly what make this episode so memorable and terrifying. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, with post notifications, so you won't miss out news on Life of Luxury and Luxury Dark, such as news, analysis, leaks, theories, etc. I'll be going now. See you in my next video. Luxury Leaks out.